Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Talk. We're going to talk about two things, but then we're also going to be changing Let's Talk to a certain degree because Let's Talk was always originally meant to be an Xer thing, but then I started getting bored with Xer, or honestly, I just didn't know what to talk about in those Xer videos, or Zerg is his real name. I just called him Xer. Destiny, loot thing. You guys, new subscribers may not know, but anyways, essentially that was the birth of this series, and then I just started getting bored while running to him and seeing what his loot was, so I just started like ranting and talking about whatever I wanted to talk about, and then throughout the coming days, it became like a therapy for me. It became a way for me to kind of just relax and get off stuff off my chest, and that's kind of what it's boiled down into. But also, I've come up with a new problem, which is I can never really reply to all the comments, so this is kind of going to become a comment show. I'm not probably going to get to everyone, of course, but I do read all of them, so there's that. But the ones that I feel like spur a conversation or spur something that I want to talk about, we're going to talk about. And yeah, I still appreciate to a crazy degree the ones that are really kind and saying, you know, keep up the good work. I think your channel is great. All those things. I might not refer to them all the time because it may come across as being like trying to boost yourself up or trying to boost your self-esteem up, or not self-esteem, but you get my meaning. It kind of comes across as being like, all right, chill out. Like, I don't think that personally, but it can come across that way. Anyways, the thing I want to talk about is one thing that I've noticed with me recently. There's not a lot to talk about. That's why I'm also doing this. On the weeks that there is a lot to talk about, then yeah, the comment portion will be minimized, but other times where there's not too much to talk about, we'll focus more on the comments. Anyways, not the thing we're talking about. The thing I want to talk to you guys about real quick is that one thing I'm noticing is I'm very much a person that is like a philosopher seeker, which is stupid. Let me explain. I very much try to figure out what is wrong with me, so to speak, but also how to better that. Like, the only reason I care about like analyzing myself is because I want to better myself, as everyone kind of does. But I find I always try to find a problem where sometimes a problem doesn't lie. Like, for instance, you guys don't see the amount of times that I sometimes redo an intro just because it's not clear. Like, I'll be like, what's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? Like, I'll do that same thing over and over and over again, and it's almost the exact same, but for some reason in my head it wasn't good enough, so I'll do it again. And it's basically that mentality that I think I'm messed up by. And essentially, you can boil it down to perfection. You know, you want to make the best product that you can possibly can, or for me, the best video that you possibly can, so you're willing to do more to get that out of it. Even though that's kind of subjective, because I guess it's what a product that you would enjoy. So I guess that's kind of where you come from making a perfect product. But perfection, largely, I believe, doesn't exist, but does exist. So the whole reason why I do that, I re-say words like 8 times, or if I mess up explaining a character, I'll redo the entire segment, which kind of weird. It's kind of weird because you're basically just mimicking what you just did, maybe telling a joke that you just said. It kind of feels not as genuine sometimes. Which then starts to lead to it not becoming as much fun, I guess. Yeah. Like things like that. I would just cut it out of the video and redo it, even though that was my genuine response. It may have been not as clear as I'd like, but it's there. Anyway, so the reason why I do that again is to seek perfection. But then I was thinking about this while working out, because it's boring working out, so you just kind of gotta think about shit. Anyways, so I was thinking about this, and I was thinking about, well, one, doing that's ridiculous because I think a lot of people can agree that perfection doesn't exist. So then I asked myself that exact question, do you think perfection exists? And I thought to myself, and I thought, yeah, I do. But I don't think it's perfection. It's weird in that manner. I think it is that the imperfection becomes perfection. So for instance, if you have a parent or a brother or a girlfriend or a significant other or a wife or whatever, a child, doesn't matter. If you have a significant other that you truly care about, you start to fall in love with their mistakes almost. Not the mistakes, their defects, whatever they're called. Like, it's the same thing with creators. Creators that I watch consistently are far from perfect. They stumble, they mess around, they laugh at themselves, etc. They're kind of broken in a way. Like, not broken, that's too much of a word, but you get my meaning. They're kind of, maybe they missay something, maybe they have a slur, I don't know, maybe it's this or that, maybe they look a certain way, maybe they talk a certain way, maybe they have a certain accent, it doesn't matter. Maybe it's not the exact thing that you would prefer. Like, maybe a person has a British accent and it irritates you a little bit, or not irritates you so much as you would prefer to have someone with a Scottish accent. I don't know, regardless of whatever it is, they have something that you don't exactly love about them. But in time, you start to love that inadvertently, because it's that imperfection that you start to fall in love with, because that is what you enjoy. It's the thing that is in the backworks of your brain that you slowly start to see. And it's only when you start to notice this is when that's not there anymore. Like, for instance, I've had a lot of friends from high school or they did shit that annoyed me, and I remember thinking about the problems I had with them, and then those problems kind of went away because I started to enjoy the problems that they did. Like, a lot of them were loud, and as a quiet kid, I hated that shit. But looking back on it, I got over that really quick because I started to love that about them. It started to make them seem energetic and happy, and all these other things that came with it. So it's basically like a negative becomes a positive, and there to me lies perfection. So it is in your imperfection that lies perfection. And that's what I started to think about my videos. I know it's all coming back around to my videos and whatnot, but since I'm always so like critical of something, of myself, it is in imperfection that I find perfection. So why the fuck am I trying to be perfect when you should kind of just embrace what is not perfect about you? Not to say that you shouldn't try to improve yourself in any sense, but just to say that it's okay to mess up at certain times, and like, you know, to missay something, just to repeat it. It's fine. You don't need to act like, well, that's not good enough. Mechanical way of thinking, and re-say it back. Like, it's weird, and it's not natural, and it's not you. It's kind of like the perfect version of yourself, and that's kind of a weird thing. Anyways, I just wanted to quickly talk about that because I found that interesting, and something I'm gonna probably try to do, because that was the thing I was going with a while there. I was like, God, I really don't like that I constantly re-say things or do like a retake because it wasn't good enough. When it's in those mess ups, that's good. Like, think about people like PewDiePie, what do you call it? Casey Neistat, all these people that have mess ups from time to time. They're goofy, they missay things, they make fun of themselves for it, or whatever have you, but they don't ever, at least it seems, they don't ever try to backtrack or essentially stop themselves from being who they are to a certain extent. They embrace that stuff, and I think that's what people respect. I think that's what I think of them. I'm not sure if I'm not like replying that to me or putting that on me. But I just thought that was kind of interesting this week. I don't know, I thought about that. Maybe I'm just an idiot thinking about like overly things. I don't know how do you say that? Overanalyzing things? Yeah, it's better. I do that too much. I do that too much. And on a side note, I don't think I'm going to be doing any more Let's Plays that I don't think I'm going to really do something special with. Because that was another thing. I wanted to do comments. We will still do comments, but still. Anyways, like doing the Titanfall videos, I didn't really like the way they came out. And I'm talking about after I recorded the videos, I knew that I didn't really like the way they came out before I even edited them. I still went through and spent the entire week, weekend, editing all of them, watching like 6 hours worth of footage, editing them down into parts that are consumable, hopefully. So yeah, I came to the conclusion that I didn't really like the way they came out, but I still edited them and I still put them out, because I don't know, maybe you guys like them. Again, there's that weird thing that even though you're not satisfied with something, doesn't mean someone else won't be. And yeah, so yeah, I'm just a quick thing. The whole time when I was playing it, I felt like I was like, I don't really feel like I can add something to this. You know, like same thing when like going through the story to games that are really so story driven. Like at least with if it's an open world game, yes, it's extremely daunting and big, but you can fuck off and go do a side mission. You can go do collectibles and just riff for 10 minutes, opposed to being in a Titanfall environment where you're constantly being hushed. Especially if you don't talk over dialogue, which has always been the thing I've always wanted to do with Let's Plays, because so many Let's Plays just treat the story like it's bullshit and nothing, and they're the front lead, and I'm like, I'm kind of here for the story, but I just want to see what you react to the story. Like that's kind of how I watch Let's Plays nowadays as well. Is I watch Let's Plays not as the whole thing. I watch the parts that I thought were interesting and watch the creators that I like react to them, because I'm kind of like, well, how did he take that part? How did he take the loss of the woman in that instance, or whatever have you? So that's why I kind of watch Let's Plays. And that's another thing of the reason why I don't really want to do Let's Plays of, well, certain Let's Plays, I guess, because I don't really watch. I want to kind of make the content that I enjoy watching, because I don't really watch Let's Plays anymore. I did in the past a lot, and the Let's Plays that I do watch are barely Let's Plays. They're almost always focused on the creator being weird and doing whatever in like a montage fashion, mostly because I don't have the amount of time to watch a Let's Play. I'm watching a Let's Play though now. I shouldn't say that. I'm watching a Don't Starve Let's Play of a dude who is beyond insanity when it comes to doing Let's Plays or playing that game. Like you guys, I have a lot of people that are subscribed to me because I did a little spin-off of Don't Starve series. It wasn't a spin-off, it was a long-ass series, but back when I was just learning the game and I tried to explain things the best I could with limited knowledge. I'm watching this person called Oh, what the fuck is his name? Okay, I gotta look this up. I'll probably put it in the description because a lot of guys want Don't Starve content from me, but trust me, I probably will do something in the future at one point. But this dude is a freaking animal. Also, sounds are happening. Anyways, Rantry is his name. I hope I'm saying that right. I've been watching his entire Let's Play. I think I'm like I've given him 12 hours of my life at this point. I'll link it in the description. It's essentially him playing through the entire Reign of Giants, doing shit that I had no idea was possible, and making me be like, I could go back into this game and kick its fucking ass. I'll put it in the description. It's fucking insane. Like, again, I found this dude when I was looking for shipwreck guides, and I seen his Let's Play, and I was watching it while I was going to sleep. Sounds creepy, I know, but fuck, I don't have that much time, so I do it when I go to sleep. Anyways, come to find out, the dude is like insane. The dude's got so much information about the game, and he's got like glitches, but they're not really glitches so much as they are. It's almost like a glitch that's valid. Like, you do a lot to get a lot. The game should allow you to have that, but it doesn't. Like, for instance, if you have a ton of food, why can't I feed it to a pig and make him poop like 400 times? You may not know what I'm talking about. Other people that don't play that game, but don't worry about it. It's fine. Anyways, why is that not popping up? Anyways, yeah, I'll put that in the description. His name's Rantry. Great, check him out. Didn't mean to do a shout out today, but yeah, sure. It's really worth it. It's a great series, and again, a lot of you guys want Don't Starve from me. He'll fix that niche for you. I guarantee it. Also, he's pretty great, as of like commentary wise, pretty great. Anyways, now to get on to the other part, which I didn't think I'd have that much stuff to talk about. Hopefully I was clear and concise. Maybe I was all over the place. I don't know. Regardless, let's jump into some comments. Now, for those guys who do not know the scope of comments that I have to reply to, I haven't replied to comments in 3 weeks. Because again, so many things were coming out. I don't need to make excuses, but well, actually I do, because I've replied to every single comment that I've gotten. Not true. Replied to almost every single comment I've gotten, because comments that people say like, good video. I try to like put a smiley face, but sometimes I don't have time to do that even. I only have time to reply to like the long messages, the questions, etc. But all of the gigantic videos, I haven't checked the comments to. All of the last Let's Talk videos, I have not checked the comments to. So we will see that right now. In fact, let's go check out the last Let's Talk in terms of its comments right now. The last comments. Okay. When are you trying Kid Ultra? I just made a video right now today in this exact outfit and shit. Just now I did it. It'll be up at some points. Probably not before this, maybe right after this goes up, like the next day or something. I don't know. I did it. I made it. I was kind of quiet because it was the morning, but hopefully you guys get an idea what it is and the way he plays. He's kind of awesome. He's awesome. Take the kinda out of that. He's pretty sweet. Oh yeah. Okay, so the question I asked in this one, which is stupid because I asked you guys for help and I didn't reply to the comments or see them yet. Sorry. But a lot of you guys were saying that the popping with my mic, you guys heard about pop filters, and whenever I say P, that's what essentially you guys thought I was meaning when I said that there was crackling and whatnot. It's not because of that. This is a pop filter. I bent it. It may be stupid, but it stops the from hitting my mic really hard. There's some like mega diffusers that literally stop all like air going through it. But I have a pretty good setup right here. That's what this is. This little sheet. It stops air from like directly smacking my mic in the face. So yeah, that wasn't the problem. It's almost like if you go back and watch some of the Destiny videos when we were doing Iron Banner, I think that's when it was. It's like a crackle. It's not even like a pop. It's like I'll be talking and I'll be fine, and almost like when I go in that will be like a quick, like a little, the littlest crack. Like I can see it in the audio wave, and it's like a tiny little prick. I don't know what it's about. I'm trying to figure it out. I still haven't really gotten in to try it again. I dedicated 2 days to figuring it out, and then I kind of put it down. And yeah, can't reply that long. Gotta make it real quick and concise. Yeah, I got a pop filter. Yep. When you guys were like, yep, the pros use the pop filters, and I got it. Yep. Not good replying to people. That's why I usually put a smiley face, because I'm worried that you think I'm being an asshole about it. So I'm just like, I'm not being mean right now. At least I'm trying not to. Who is that? Left Strife. The ending of Titanfall was weird. It's definitely a setup for what? Another Titanfall? I think it'd be good if there was just one. I think that's what you're saying. Hopefully it leads into some free DLC. Story DLC. Yeah. I didn't know this, but apparently Titanfall, all of its DLC, it's EA, so I don't know. But apparently all of its DLC is going to be free. But also Titanfall, that's a whole nother thing we could talk about. But it's not doing really well right now. It didn't have any ads for it, like any advertisements. There was like no one really heard about it, and like no one knew it was coming out the week that it was. I think they blew all their money on Titanfall, or not. Sorry, all their money on Battlefield. So people are like not expecting it to do well just because there's not a lot of momentum behind it right now. The only thing that I think could help is YouTubers, like bigger YouTubers playing it, like Achievement Hunter or whatnot, and then them taking that game off a little bit, pushing their community in that. Hopefully there's some sort of spark that happens there and that sets everyone off, because a lot of people agree that Titanfall 2 is leagues better than Call of Duty, and even in some instances Battlefield 1 or Battlefield 1, yeah, right? World at War 1, like yeah, you guys know what I mean. Anyways, in some instances, but then again, that's because they're so opposite. Like if you don't like Battlefield, you will probably like Titanfall. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, I hope they explain the story, because I'm still a bit annoyed about that. Yeah. Okay. So a person's basically asking that they want more Paladins content. They'd like to see it from me. You're currently really enjoying the game, and I'm your favorite person to watch. Thank you. I shouldn't include that because that's egotistical, but thank you. I really want to say hi. Like, thanks to that. God. Anyways, on the topics of Paladins, I played it once, and you guys really enjoyed it. So it wasn't like it was content that there was nothing there. There was momentum there. It's just, I'm kind of like blown away with the games that there are right now. Like, we're in a place right now in gaming where we have so many options that it's disgusting. Like I have no time because everything is great. Shadow Warrior I'm in love with. I'm in love with Titanfall. Like, not only am I in love with Titanfall, but I feel like I'm okay at Titanfall. Like I can throw some weight around. I'm okay at the game is what I'm saying. Anyways, so yeah, Paladins, I'm not sure, because it's like I can only really do 2 games at once because I want to do those 2 games justice. The minute that I do 3 is the minute that I start to be like, like even doing Battleborn. Gigantic is going to take that place really soon, at least the beta, until the beta goes away, because Gigantic beta is happening this weekend again. So I'm going to be trying to get in there and make some videos for you guys. And then when the Gigantic beta goes away and I lost footage and all that other stuff, I'll go back to Battleborn to kind of make sure you guys always get that type of game, because Gigantic and Battleborn, are very much not in the same vein, but they're similar. Like I feel like you guys like them both. So yeah. Anyways, so I'm not really sure about the whole Paladins thing. Albeit, yeah, I don't know. It's hard again because when people want like something, I don't mind delivering it, that kind of thing. But also, it's like in the moment, I'm like, yeah, no, I can't. I don't have any time. So it's like I want to say I'll do it, but thinking about me in the future, I'm gonna punch myself in the face if I say that. So maybe. Okay, moving on. Thanks for trying to fix the issue with my mic I think you're referring to. Sucks that you wasted 2 days. Yeah, thanks, man. It was bad. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, so I think some of you guys were talking about this one. It's basically the same mic as that I think that you're referring to. Essentially, it's the person says, I have an Audio Technica AT2035. Yeah. I think that's this one. It's a USB mic, right? I have this. That's what I'm using currently. It's not bad. It's a great mic. I've used it for years, but you can hear shit like this. Whereas with my other mic, you couldn't hear that. You couldn't hear that at all. And I have dogs that bark constantly, so the reason why I got it is because it's a condenser mic. This is kind of a condenser mic, but not really. A condenser mic only picks up what's right here, and it's really close. So essentially, you can adjust the audio picking up, like the levels, that makes it so if I'm right here, you can hear me crystal clear, but if I'm right here, the sound drops drastically, so you can't really hear my dogs or anything, so that's why I wanted a new mic, and I got it. And it's fucking broken, and I still gotta fix it. Hi, you stream often? No, I don't. I did a little bit, and then I kind of fell off with it because I just like making videos. I like packaging something for you guys. I like to take care with my content. Not that streamers don't do that, or not that they can't. It's just that I feel like, I don't know, YouTube and making videos as opposed to streaming. Maybe I'll do in the future, but I shouldn't even say that because I have done it, and I didn't really dig into it. Again, I like crafting something. I like creating something opposed to just putting something out there, which I kind of feel like streaming is like that. Depending on how much you want to go into streaming, you could sure craft a crazy thing, but it kind of depends. Anyways, okay, my favorite thing is this. A person wrote on my my review for Dying Light the following: please explain to me how you get to the countryside because I'm stuck in the city. That sounds like a glitch, dude, but also that's way old. That's an old ass video, and it's not even in the right thing. It would make sense if it was in a let's play, but it's in a review of that, so it's kind of weird. Anyways, but it's always those comments that don't like kind of get that it was filmed a way beforehand. Like people giving me shit about my don't starve skills when it's like the first video when I didn't know how to do anything, and they're telling me shit that I know because the video is 3 years old and it's like a 100-part series, so obviously at some point I figure shit out. Then again, I do appreciate them telling me stuff. It's just some people are a little bit more brash than others about saying it. Yeah. Someone's referring to a movie and I'm interested in looking it up, but I have no time. I find Pendles to work best on Incursion and Face Off. I don't think I've tried Face Off, but Incursion, yeah, no, I could see that. Again, but it's like comments like those where I go reply to them and I'm like, what do we even do in that video? Like, okay, we played Pendles and we did bad. I may have asked a question that I got an answer to, but I didn't know I asked the question or forgot the question that I asked. Yeah, more Titanfall. Yeah, someone's excited. Nice video for the Titanfall one. Thanks. Ooh, great. I make like consistent videos that you guys can expect from me, but then occasionally I'll throw in some weird ones, like for instance the Darkness 3 wish list, and then I'll get comments from those, and it's like, okay, these are weird because it's random people coming into my channel being like, what is this? What is this? I'm like, okay. If they do Darkness 3, they better not make it look like a comic book. And that's what they did to number 2. That's where they fucked up what could have been a good series, or even remake the first one. One of my favorite games of all time. I disagree with the comic book series, the comic book complaint about the art style of the Darkness 2. The reason why is because in any sense, it's far better to go with cartoon or pixel art or something than realistic graphics. Titanfall does it, Call of Duty does it. The only game that doesn't is Battlefield, and that's kind of because no one can do it like Battlefield. Battlefield is fucking insane. The fact that they can make water droplets land on your gun and make them seem so realistic, but even then, in 2 years, that's gonna look disgusting because graphics are gonna keep jumping. With a game like Borderlands 1, with a game that has a kind of comic book, like a pixel, not, what is it called? It's like a pastel art or something like that. I don't know what it's called, but those games basically become immortal because they have such a crazy art style. Same thing with Journey. That game didn't have overwhelmingly HD graphics or realistic graphics, but because it had such a weird or unique art style, it basically becomes immortal. It never really looks like it ages. Yeah, so I disagree with that. I think I think number 2 sold extremely well because of the fact that it wasn't so realistic, and it's that Darkness 2. I played it like a couple months back, and it stands up fantastically. The colors are great, the animations are fine, everything about that game looks good. To me, at least. Then again, that's my preference. Obviously, you like the realistic stuff better. That's fine. Ooh. Okay. Someone says more and do more face cam. We want to see your reactions. We are not watching the full game. No commentary walkthrough. Okay. Well, that was commented on my Titanfall part 1 video. I'm sorry, my friend. I probably should have done the whole game with face cam because it's just it adds something, and maybe not a lot. Like, I'm not saying I've got a pretty face or whatever. I just think it adds something again for reactions or whatever have you. It's also something that not a lot of people do, so it just kind of shows that you're going the extra mile. But again, the minute that I started that Let's Play was the minute that I was like, I wasn't really sure about it, so I kind of turned off the face cam because I didn't want to be baked in heat the entire time, and it was actually pretty nice. I was kind of cool and calm, but I'm starting to realize that I've gotten so comfortable being a furnace, like just hot, like roasting, that it's kind of gotten into my system that it feels awkward when I'm commentating and I'm not boiling. It's kind of weird. Anyways, please play more Battleborn. At one point, we did, yeah, it's gonna happen in 2 days or so. Whenever I get around to editing the video and uploading it, this is gonna be a long list, dog. I feel like you're always sick, man. Is it something chronicle? Or chronic? Yeah, actually, yes, it is. I am very much a spitting image of my mom. I got the same like tiny wrists, not the hands. That's my own fuck up thing, but my tiny wrists, my tiny ankles, etc. I got like a lot of women features, which is really fucking stupid, but it is. And my mom is always sick. But the thing that's weird is that as soon as my mom gets sick, I could like a week later or like 2 days later, I'll tell her like my symptoms of being ill, and she'll be like, "Yeah, you feel dizzy, don't you? Yeah. You have trouble sleeping. Going to the toilet's kind of a bad thing, right? Yep. And I'm like, how do you know all this? It's like, because I had it literally a day ago, and I'm like, God damn it. But we don't even like get that close. Like, we're not like hugging each other all the time, so we shouldn't be like passing that along. It's fucking stupid. It's stupid. But we have like telekinesis when it comes to sickness, and it's brutal. And yes, she probably has a horrible mood. Oh, fuck off. I just backed out of the comments section. Shit. Anyways, yeah, she has a horrible immune system, and I got that. My dad does the whole mind over matter bullshit, and I'm like, what? What? How do you? No, that's not possible. Shush. You guys see that? I didn't want to say anything bad about my parents, so I was like, You ever had those friends that like call their mom a bitch and stuff, and you just want to like break their neck? Because I have those friends. I hated it. Fucking yeah, the woman that birthed you. Jesus Christ. Anyway, the break your neck comment was a bit much. Anyway. Oh god, this guy's commenting on Far Cry 3 Shangri-La video. This is an old ass video where I actually dubbed over the entire Shangri-La questline. Dubbed is a strong word. I just narrated stuff because I didn't want people to have to read through it. And yeah, I gave myself like a deeper voice by adding reverb, not reverb, pitch shift. It's the whole thing. Yeah. Face cam is good. Sorry guys. Face cam is no longer in there. I am really sorry. That's my bad. People are commenting on my Titanfall, the first video, which did have face cam, and then I turned it off for those guys who didn't watch it. So yeah, people are like, keep it on, and I'm like, I took it off. I'm sorry. I beat the game in 1 day, so I couldn't really change. That's why. Someone commented on my Kelvin video for Battleborn. They're saying the Kelvin always destroys you. Yes, I'm not a great player, but I find he's very tough to go against. You're a fine player, dude. People die all the time. You don't need to be punching yourself. If anyone punches you, I'll punch them back. Not really, I'll just block them, so we don't have to deal with that. These are out of our lives. But yeah, it's fine. You're good. You live in Oregon? Question mark? No, Canada. I'm not gonna give any more than that because that's creepy. I'm not. You know, we're gonna find me. If you wanted to, you probably could, but I don't want you to. So could you not? That'd be nice. I'm just Canadian. Let's just go with that. It's cold here. That's all I'm going to tell you. And then it's hot as shit in summer. There we go. You should start making a lot more Titanfall 2 videos. I will. In fact, I'm going to upload a ton. I recorded like a shit ton of multiplayer videos that I'm trying to make at one point, and it should be great. Also, I'm going to turn off the face cam so I don't look at it all the time, because it's way easier to talk to yourself in a mirror than it is to a black camera. Yeah, or just camera. It doesn't need to be black. Okay. Someone commented on the gigantic video saying, how can you play this game? ... I'm not sure if that was, how can you play this game? ... as he walks away. Or, how can you play this game? It's super difficult. Or, how can you play this game that's not even out yet? Probably that one. Shit. Well, you gotta get into a closed beta. Sign up for the closed beta on the gigantic site with a smiley face, even though some people call me a douche for doing that because it's silly. It's like adding an emoji, but to me it's because I don't like people reading something not as I intended to write it. When messaging females in high school, that's really important that people don't misunderstand what you're saying. Love her accent, Curie. Yes. I'm gonna say me too, because I'm a douche. It was the Curie guy that made a while back. He commented, he's saying he likes Curie's accent. I said tune. Fucking God, I can't spell. On a part of Shadow Wars, someone said good video. Thanks. Riveting replies here with me. With a winky face, so he knows I'm like, hey, got him. I want to play this so bad, but I'm cheap as fuck. Okay, real quick. Let me explain it. In the last video when I was talking about my microphone problems, one of you guys were saying that Frost, you always talk about having money problems. We could help you out by that. You know, I'm sure a lot of people would want to help you out by that. First of all, thank you so much. Could not ask for a better person. That's amazing that you feel like you would give me something. That's amazing. But it's not that I'm necessarily like having money troubles as so much as I'm kind of cheap, and I can't really justify dropping like $120 on a game in 1 month, even though that's the state of games, is we have like a million great games coming out in the same month, which is just shit. Like for right now, I think Watch Dogs comes out in a couple months. I'm gonna be trying to wrap up Shadow Warrior. By wrap up, I mean get to endgame and then make videos about endgame. So yeah, it's not that I'm necessarily like really low on money. It's so much that I just don't want to just dump money all over the place. Like I'm very much a person that I would choose to eat a mass gainer, which is this, which essentially is just fat and carbs, than a steak, because it's just cheaper and I don't really care about food to an insane degree. That's, by the way, that's what he was talking about. He wish he had enough money to buy Battleborn, but he's cheap as fuck. Yeah. Hey Logan, this is my favorite channel, just so you know. I'm bad at reading, but is there any chance you could get a video on Kid Ultra in Battleborn? He may be my favorite new character in Battleborn, and I'd love to see you play him, play/build him. Even if it's just a campaign, since the PvP, everyone is trying to play as him. Yeah. Love all your Battleborn videos. Keep up the good work, man. Thanks. Thanks. Yes, I'm making one right now, so it should be up real soon. These are the comments I get. I got a lot of people being like, hey, can you do Battleborn? I'm like, yeah, we're gonna do it immediately, but I'm trying to get a lot of stuff off my plate so that we can handle that. But yeah, no, for sure, it's gonna be up. And he's like a ton of fun to play. All right, the gigantic video where I played the Rhino guy, I basically gave the complaint that I said that melee combat is kind of wonky to me because it requires quite a lot to close the gap. Like a lot of characters can just backpedal and kind of get out of your way. A lot of characters have like a get the fuck out of dodge skill, and as a melee character, that's your bane. And I feel like the perks of being ranged, the ranged people do almost the same damage as a melee character. So that's kind of like, ugh. Anyways, my complaint was the fact that a lot of enemies I feel can just kind of like out-pedal you. So they'll just back up and you're trying to chase them to melee them, but their movement speed is the same as yours. So you end up not being able to catch them and they end up just being able to walk backwards, shooting you with their rapid pistols or whatever have you. And then you kind of get shot a little bit. That was kind of my complaint. The person replied with, FYI, there is a jump attack that will close the gap of melee characters, but it takes stamina. There's also another beta weekend coming up, so this should break things up for you. Yeah, exactly. Also, the jump thing, I'm aware of it. But again, it might just be because I haven't played the characters enough, and maybe there's a billion different ways to close the gap that I'm not aware of. But it's a problem I've seen in the moment. But also, when the jump attack uses up so much stamina to the point where you have to commit fully. Like you're gonna be in that environment meleeing people, and you're gonna have no stamina at the end of your like killing spree. That either you're not gonna have enough stamina to leave, or the enemy's just gonna run because they didn't spend their stamina and they're just gonna book it like away from you. So it's kind of like there's still that problem there. Even if you are able to close the gap, you end up wasting so much stamina that you can't sprint after them to chase them, and they could still just turn around, run, and that's it. And that's kind of shitty. Anyways, in terms of the gigantic melee character stuff. Oh, fuck. Stitch is commenting. Lilo and Stitch, guy who comments all the time. I love it. I remember this is what I like the most in Destiny. Not this mode, but the PvP. Wow, really? That's interesting. Not a lot of people like the PvP in Destiny because of the fact that it's so insta-killy. Like, it's a game mode that Destiny in the whole is built on like a very big time to kill, then a very short time to kill. Like your base guns, your primaries take a while for you to kill people unless you have a god roll on something. But then there's supers that can insta-kill you. It's like it's a weird balance of the game that takes a lot for you to die to a game that takes nothing for you to die. And I think it's that inconsistency that people don't really like. And then some people love, I guess. Yeah.
Just so you know, scratching my back real quick. Okay.
Alright, in one of my gigantic videos, we get one of these gems. I would shut up about putting certain things in certain areas if I were you. I know you said you know nothing about the meta was sarcasm. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a psychic right now. When I said I don't know anything about the meta, it wasn't sarcasm. That was me being genuine, saying I don't know anything about the meta. My favorite way of thinking is someone being like, I have a bad feeling about you. But it's like, all right, well then what's your facts? Like, what is the thing that shows you that is incorrect? Nothing. So then why would you ever come to that assumption? It's an irrational way of thinking. You had nothing to believe that I was being sarcastic in that instance besides your depiction of me, which is completely subjective. So by the way, putting up certain things in certain areas, again, like I said, I don't know the meta. Left Strife, I think, was giving me grief because I was talking about how I don't put in the dogs that show people on the radar. I don't find that good. You can think that's the fucking best, but that doesn't mean I do. I don't, as a character, I could give two shits about if I know a person's up on the thing. If he's shooting me, causing me damage, I'm gonna be aware of him, I'm gonna keep a mental note, and I'm gonna go around to kill him. I'm not gonna be like, oh, follow the red dots, because sometimes you can follow the red dots and you'll get ganked, or you'll not realize that where they are is also by a guardian, and that can shit on you. There's a lot of different things that people don't really consider, and it's fine that you think something is great, but I could say it's shit, and guess what? I'm not wrong. It's just what I think. It's not like I'm saying, hey guys, across the grands, right? Okay, I'm getting pissed off, but this is probably what he wanted. But am I saying, hey guys, just so you know, in the entire archetype of Gigantic, this right here is the worst? No, I didn't. It's you that is the problem. It's you that is the one that sees and starts drawing parallels, thinking that I'm shoutcasting what is the be-all, end-all, which I'm not. I never said that. I said, I don't think this is good. Ergo, it is not good. It is you that is the problem, that is jumping to conclusions, that thinking I am saying something wholeheartedly, which I'm not. I'm saying, hey, I don't really think the dogs are the best, because I don't. And guess what? I'm not wrong either. Again, it's subjective. Where if something could go on a tear. Something could tear down every single little thing and be the most overpowered god tier thing. I could still say that shit, and that is still right, because that is what I think. Unless I state it as a complete fact above the overarching meta of the game and say that this is this, then that's wrong, because then I stated it as if it was the entire arc of the game. I said, hey guys, don't listen to anybody else. This is how it works. I didn't ever say that, so don't assume things. I hate when people do that, because it's like, it's the same reason why I put a smiley face whenever I reply to someone. It's because your mind is messed up sometimes. It will sometimes read something as being overly negative when it's not really the case. It's just you saying something. It's just you repeating something. When in actuality, it's not meant to be that way. It's just your perception of what you read or what you intake. So yeah, I didn't mean to go on that little rant or tangent, but yeah. Anyways, this video might be longer than normal just because of the fact that it's the comment aspect, or maybe I'll split it up, probably not. But yeah, no hate towards that guy for sure. I just wanted to, that was something I always find interesting and also annoying. The people constantly comment stuff like that where they're like, hey, don't act like it's the best, or you should just not talk, you should just not give your opinion. You should just be a robot and be like, hey, I gotta kill guys. Because that's really what is super enticing to people. No, unless you demand something as fact and you state something like, hey guys, this is 100% truth, then says something, that's when you can get pissed off. But if I say, I don't really think that's good, or I don't really think that's bad, that is my perception on what is good or bad, and it will never change unless I decide it changes. That's it. Again, you can think that something's great, that doesn't mean it's gonna convince me that it's not. It could, but at the end of the day, it also could not. Anyways, we need to move on because I'm getting. Hopefully, you guys know that I'm not like getting angry at someone. I feel like I get fired up when I get to debate something. I really enjoy it. Also, my friends hate that because they feel like I'm arguing with them, but I'm just trying to debate something with them. And yeah. Anyways, it isn't really pay to win or anything like that. This guy doesn't know how to read sarcasm. Same guy who wrote the comment about the one that was like, hey, don't talk about the mods you spawn or creatures you spawn. It's like, alright. Never said I was 100% on anything. Even okay. Don't think I ever mentioned that Paladins was pay to win. Ever. Maybe if I did, that's incorrect. I may have hinted at the fact that there's all of these characters that are behind a kind of paywall, unless you want to dump a ton of time to unlocking them, unrealistic time. This time that is purely there to be an annoyance so that you do pay, which is how a pay-to-win game is structured, or a free-to-play game is always structured. That's just the nature of business and how free-to-play games work. Is the grind is annoying, and it's there to make you want to buy things. But even then, I wouldn't say it's necessarily pay-to-win so much as it's there to pay. It's there to just pay. That's all you should have in that sentence. Anyways, see, okay, so this is another thing I face when we're replying to comments. In my Shadow Warrior side mission video, in one of the parts in the Shadow Warrior series, a person replied, "This is why you don't do drugs." But it's kind of a comment that I can't really reply to because I don't remember what happened in the video, even though it may have been recent. I have a kind of a short memory. Only for Windows 10. Oh, really? Is Gigantic only for Windows 10? That's not accurate. Oh, it's on 64, Windows 10, 8.1, 8, and 7 with Arc Client. Yeah, okay, cool. So that's not the case. Good. Thumbs up that guy. Boom. Cool. So Gigantic is for all, except for console people. It will be to console in a little while, but still, supposedly, I think that's how it works. It's coming out to console, but I'm not sure when. Another Gigantic comment. "'Tis bad that you don't have more subs." Okay, this is a good comment. Didn't mean to read it. No, but seriously, it says, "'Tis bad that you don't have more subscribers or and viewers and likes because you're amazed. That's too much for me." Gonna go ahead and say thank you. That means a lot. And the reason why I always reply to that is because it does. It means the world to me because I don't know. It's kind of nice to know it's kind of verification for you putting in an effort. Kind of someone being like, "Hey, good job." It's like, thanks. Really appreciate that. I'm not sure if I agree that I deserve all that craziness. I don't think I'm better than anybody. So I'm kind of, that's why I say, I'm not like, "Yeah, me too, bro." like yeah, I deserve it. I'm like, nah, I'm not sure about that. I do my best, but that's about it. Then again, I think a lot of people do. So why do they not deserve it either? It's kind of a whole thing. Anyways, oh, someone is wondering what I play a Gigantic on. I play it on Arc. It's like a Steam thing. Anyways, the person commented on the Shadow Warrior video, "Why slaughter all the bunnies? When you kill enough, a huge demon bunny that drops high loot is why you kill them." Except not said in that exact way, but that's what he was getting at. True. Also, fucking bunnies, right? Just fuck them, right? So like a quick kill thing. Pieces of shit. Who likes bunnies? Bunnies are so beautiful from far away. When they're on your lap and shit, and they're like looking at you with those red eyes, they're like, yeah, like not as cute. Awesome video, man. I gotta reply to him with a smiley face. Actually, we're gonna do a winky face. That was a line. I hit the wrong button. Demon in arm. Great. I agree. I'm gonna thumbs up the comment so you know I've seen it. Hee. I'm playing the Vaudin in this game. Glad you like the game. It's pretty awesome. That's so cool. I love that shit. So it's like a small world. It's like, oh wow. Then again, there's not a lot of Gigantic content creators out there right now, so yeah. Oh yeah, someone's enjoying the Shadow Warrior videos. That's awesome. I'm gonna try to make some more soon. I got the Titanfall to edit, and I got the Battleborn to edit. I can't like take on too much at a time. Will this game be on Steam? No, it's going to be on the Windows. Oh, sorry. Someone commented on the Gigantic video. Will this game be on Steam? I do not think it is. I'm not going to reply to the comment, but hopefully you see this. I don't think it's going to be on Steam so much as it's going to be on the Xbox Microsoft Store. And then also on Arc. It's like Steam. It's just a quick install. It's not that bad. Why am I replying? I did this series so that I didn't have to reply to like 1,000 comments so that I could just, yeah, shit. Oh, sweet. Someone said in one of the Battleborn videos, good to see some people actually putting videos out for Battleborn. Got a new sub. Sweet. Thanks. All right, someone commented on the Gigantic video as well. This game is for me. Don't like Overwatch. Can't find games on Battleborn. Yeah, Paladin sucks. But this is a third person. I spat so much on my mic. This is a third person and has a great art style. My game. Me too. Why am I commenting still? I just should reply to you, and hopefully she sees it. She probably won't. It's probably a guy. I don't know why I'm saying she. It has like a female like channel pic. Anyways. Me too. Me too. This game is hype. People are talking about Gigantic. This game is hype, but probably can't run on my computer. It's actually pretty optimized. Yes, it is. If you play Overwatch, you can play this. Yes. Okay, this one was commented from Lifestripe. We know who that is. Few points. No, Vectress does not counter all melee characters. Again, I even said in the video I'm not like 100% sure on everything. And again, that's something to take with you guys all the time. Is I'm never like, unless I'm like, hey guys, just so you know, this 100% in fact is this, otherwise it's just my opinion. So of course I'm not trying to state it as it is the overarching way of the game and nothing can break my will of words. No, it's weird. I don't know, it gets not under my skin so much as it's like, I'm not gonna not say it. I'm not gonna not say words because that's the whole point. The whole point of making the video is saying my opinion. And know if I think if I think a character is strong as shit, I'm gonna try to talk about that. I'm gonna try to vocalize that. You could be like, but she's not. She's so weak against X, Y, and Z, which she might be, but it still doesn't take away the fact that in the moment I gave my opinion. Never did I mean for it to sound like it was directly meant to be like, hey guys, she is the best character in the entire game and no one can stop her. No, we even did like a Beatrix video where I got my ass handed to me and I got proven wrong quite a bit. So yeah, I don't know why people keep assuming that like when I talk because I want to entertain you guys. That's all the video is meant to be. It's not meant to be some sort of like overarching in-depth guide of a character. It's just supposed to give you guys a general idea even within the Battleborn videos. It's not meant to be some sort of crazy complex thing that I'm trying to give you guys. It's strictly meant to be entertaining. So if I choose to say something a certain way, it's because it sounds better than she can be countered by this said specific character if he uses this specific skill, but she can get away from this person and this person. I'd rather just hype her up and be like, hey, she can't be hit by any character. It's not that it's 100% true, but it sounds better. It's supposed to be entertaining. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to entertain people, not so much become the guide master. As well as I do try to dedicate a portion to that just to kind of showcase the character. Again, I like to showcase them, not necessarily give you guys the pro strats. There's plenty of people that bank on that, and that's not me. Anyways, quick reply to the first one. Then Strife tells me how to say his name right. Also, Taito is an assassin character. Focus is how you upgrade creatures. I did not know that. I didn't see the comment until I actually seen it a little bit ago, so I can't say that, but I didn't see it when the beta was up, so yeah. I seen it pop up on my phone. I still see some comments pop up on my phone, so yeah. Okay, so Taito is really good at backstabbing. I think that was my problem as well. I was playing Taito on controller, which is very hard to like like you're supposed to basically dodge, get behind someone, and then slash them. Whereas if playing on PC, you can just hook your arm left, and then you'll just be right on somebody's back and be able to punch them in. Whereas me playing on controller, I was like, it was really sad. Anyways, your health is not low; it's your stamina. But honestly, is it not the same thing? I feel like it kind of means the same thing. When you have no stamina, you can't escape really. You have no sprinting ability, so you're kind of just a bit shafted. Again, not saying that as fact, just saying that as my opinion. And yeah, is that entertaining to see someone constantly buckle every time they say something? I don't think it is. By the way, I'm not fucking hurt by anyone commenting that. It's just something that I'm like, I don't think I should have to say in my opinion, but actually, I'm the best person to come for guys. Like I don't think that's what I was getting at. I wasn't trying to be like, I was trying to be like, it's just not. I don't do it like that. I'm not trying to be that. Yeah, people tell me how to upgrade creatures. Thank you so much. I did ask that question. Appreciate that. Love the videos. Keep them up. Someone said for the Shadow Warrior videos, I will do my best, man. As soon as I'm done editing all the other stuff. We probably need to pause though, guys. The video is like an hour long, and I'm not sure how much I can cut out. Then again, we have an overwhelming amount of comments to reply to this time around. After we get through all of them, it shouldn't be that long next week. So yeah. Ooh, someone commented baby hands. Yep, fair enough. fair play. Wasn't like, dumb baby hands. We just kind of just said baby hands. So like, alright, well, didn't really give me any specific shit there. Yeah, okay, yeah. Left Strafe also said, of course you call the only black guy in Battleborn a monkey. Damn. Saying it as a joke, I imagine. I replied with, I didn't know that was racist. I didn't. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I always call people monkey. It doesn't matter if they're any nationality. I always call them that because a monkey is goofy. It's silly. And to me, that's like, it's not meant to be anything like racist. It wasn't meant to be that. And then, of course, Left Strife replies with, as a black Swedish man, I was very triggered. Apparently, again, I don't know anything about that. Sorry. I wish I did. I would, yeah. Again, but he's saying it as a joke. He clearly didn't mean it to be like, what the fuck, bro? But I when it's something like that, I'm not gonna reply with like, got me. I'm gonna reply with honesty. I didn't mean it that way, etc. Anyways, someone's making fun of the fact that I put 3 ads on a video, despite the video probably being like 30 minutes, which is a lot. It required a lot of editing. So I decided fuck it, and then I feel bad afterwards, so I didn't do it anymore. We got some people talking about the darkness video I made a while back saying, you already fucked it up with the baby is falling and the darkness talks to it. The darkness does not show its existence to its hosts until their 21st birthday. God. The darkness is trapped in an abyss. I feel like I could break some fucking rules. Anyways, moving on. You guys probably don't know the whole darkness series. Anyways, moving on. Oh, this is really cool. This is something I want to talk about. Okay, so one of the people in the Battleborn videos I made, one with DeAndy, the artist that made the thumbnail art, which I always look for fan art because I love fan art to tears. The person that made the fan arts commented on my video, and I always put the fan art link in the description so people can easily go there because it's fucking amazing. The person that actually made the art commented on my page and was like, thanks, and I was like, what the fuck are you thanking me for? You're extremely amazing and creative. The fact that you were able to make amazing art is beyond cool, and the fact that you showed any sort of like thanks is amazing to me. Anyways, you're the cool one, not me. That's another thing I find weird. A lot of people like comment, oh, I'm sorry, dude, I haven't watched your videos in a while. And I'm like, that's fine. So 100% okay. I do not plan to watch, I do not expect anyone to watch any of my videos. The fact that people do is awesome. That was driving me crazy. People commenting on my Battleborn video, the DLC one when I called him, I know it's Atticus. It's Atticus. I call him Atticus. People driving around people crazy. What's new? Nothing. People get triggered real easily. Alright guys, I still have some more comments. I think I'm just gonna read through them. And yeah. Damn. It was a long thing. I didn't think that would be that long. I have to edit my butt off though. But yeah, that was definitely the longest Let's Talk I think we've ever done. Maybe. I've done a lot of longer ones. We rant on bullshit all the time. This is a little more serious of a video, especially the introduction to it. The first topic I want to talk about the whole perception of perfection and how that I've kind of tried to figure out, like understand why I was kind of getting weird about videos. Again, like I had an aspect about it that I didn't like, which was again the fact that I always want to re-say words or re-say sentences when it's the fakest thing you could do. But it was in the pursuit of perfection, but in that it's flawed because perfection is, I think, imperfection, and that's really genuine, I think. Anyways, I don't know. Also, we talked about the perception of people thinking that I mean things 100% when strictly I'm just trying to be entertaining. At a base level, I'm trying to be entertaining. And yeah. Anyways, regardless, guys, hopefully you enjoyed. That pretty much is it. Hopefully you guys have a spectacular week. Also, last week was Halloween. Didn't really mention a lot. Honestly, I didn't really get into the Halloween vibes as much as I always do. I didn't really watch too many movies, and yeah, so I wasn't really like in the Halloween spirit, so to speak. We did make that Destiny video, and that was fairly fun, but still. Yeah. Anyways, guys, yeah, so much for watching as always. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. And try Titanfall. Bye, guys.